Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's your girl Anua here and this is me. I don't used to do face cams and this is my very first time I'm adding a video to my members only, so please do join my members only to watch this beautiful mismatched earring. So that's the particular one I'll be showing you. In case you want to know how this is done, you can join me to learn this together. If you want to add anything, don't hesitate. In the comment section you can just send me a comment to know what to do next, okay, and for us to grow this huge piece of work together, okay. And I know you fulfilled in the end. I'll be waiting for your comments. Please join us and let's help one another in this on this channel. All right, so I'll be seeing you. If you like this tutorial, if you like this earring, let me know. If it looks good on me, let me know in the comment section, okay. So I'll be waiting for you. Peace. The materials for the tutorial are black, red, and white. They are all level glass beads, and also my white nylon thread, beading needle, my earring studs, pair of scissors, my beading mat. In case I forget anything, I'm going to put it up on your screens for you to read, okay. So let's continue with the video. Since this is a mismatched earring and it's so obvious that the first pair or the first earring is different from the second one or not similar, so you're going to pick 20 white beads. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and we have 20 white beads ready on the thread. With the second one, we're still going to pick 20 beads, but it's going to be a mixture of white and black. So I pick a black bead, so black, white, black, white, black, white, until you get up to 20. So together we're going to have 40 beads. Yeah, now all is set, so we have 40 beads now to begin with. And the pattern is the same, it's still peyote, and it's the same as the very first project. All right, yeah, so I'm going to pick a white bead, unfortunately I don't have a very uniform bead, but they are very quality. So in case you are in this kind of situation, don't worry, just pick them carefully, okay. Yeah, so I push one bead down and I go up the next bead, which is a black, and then I pull gently. Like that. Your work is going to look like this. You're going to have something like this, okay. And then you continue. Now before I didn't add something to it. Before you do this, try to leave a tail like that, okay, a tail of a thread like this, okay, because it will be needed. All right, so that whilst you add your bead, you have to push it up, or you need some space, and so the thread is going to help you out. Okay, so we continue. You pick white bead again, push one bead down, okay, and then you go to the next bead. You go through the next bead like that. Pull gently. So they are going to sit on top of one another like this, okay. We are going to be black, white, black, white. So one bead up, 2 beads down, 1 bead up, 2 beads down, like that until you get to the top. Push one bead down, go to the next bead. Now I'm going to do the rest off camera, and so when I begin with the white, I'll get back to you. Okay, so please follow the same pattern until you are done with this side. I'll get back to you. The white and black is finished, so we are on the white beads only, and we still continue to add white bead. So push one bead down and then we go up the next white bead like that. Okay, so never forget to push, always push a bit down so you can continue with the pattern like that. Okay, push one bit down, go up the next bead, yeah, so you continue with white beads until you get to the end. Okay, don't worry, from the beginning it's going to look a little wobbly, but it will be right, don't worry. Okay, so you're going to have something like this in the end if you're following the same pattern. All right, so keep holding it like that, okay, because you don't want it to get loosed up. So so this is just the first row. Okay, now we're going to pick white beads, and now you see these beads sticking out. You're going to go through those beads like so. So this is the second row. Whilst you do it, you try to pull and hold it up like this, because this is a very long one, just like the very first. Okay, go through the bead sticking out like that. Don't leave it. And like this. Pick white. Still keep holding, don't leave it, because we don't want it too wobbly, be sticking out until you get to the finished white part or the end of the white bead. Okay, I'll get back to you. Now I'm done with the white part. I'm moving on to the white and black. So this time we're going to pick black beads. Okay, so pick my first black bead, then I go through, I pull gently, like that. Pick my black bead. Sorry for the sounds, please. So it's black beads all the way to the end. Okay, don't worry, it's going to be a little wobbly, but just try to pull whilst you move. Okay, it's going to be rigid depending on the bead you are using it. Yeah, so you go up. Then you go up. Just try to straighten it up. Okay, now it's done. Okay, the black and white is done. Now when you find out that it's not really standing properly, you have to go through the other side until you get here. This way is going to help you to be straight. Okay, so I already started without adding you. It's okay, it's very simple. I believe you understand. So look at what I'm doing. I'm going through it one more time, the other side, like that. So this way, okay. So if you have beads like mine, you can go through the other parts like that one more time again, and then it's going to be straight and rigid. I'm up here, so I'll be going down to where I left off and then start to add the beads again. All right, so just go straight, go through the beads one more time. Just do it carefully until you get to the end, to where you left off. So this way you are not adding any beads, you are just making the the project quite stronger. Then we are here. Okay, I hope you understand. You understood. All right, so we continue to pick our beads, and this time we are going to pick white beads. So we are on the 4th row as well, like that. Pick white beads. So it's also obvious to make a mistake, and then you quickly rectify it. It's very, very easy to make mistakes, but you can easily, find solutions to it as well. Because in any case, it should be white, black, white, black. Okay. And we continue with white beads. So I'm done with the black and white. We're still on the 4th row. So all white beads to the end. All right, and then we start with the 5th row. All right, so look at how it is. Because we're able to go through side by side, it's straight now and very strong as well. So we continue with white beads. When you get to this part, it's going to be black beads. Okay, I hope you understand this. Okay, so this is the very final row I'll be doing, and then I'll leave the rest for you to finish, because it's very, very simple. In case you have found one thing you can play back, guys, it's very, very, very simple to finish this. So just go through the beads sticking out on the sides. Okay, all right, so we'll leave you to finish with the rest of the rows now. When you realize that the bead at the top here, or the white bead here, is up to 9, you can stop or continue and add your fringe if you wish. Okay, but I'm going to add a fringe after the 9th bead at the top here. Same thing to this part. Okay, yeah, so this is all there is to it. It's very simple. And to continue with the black and white, the other beads are going to be white with this row. The next row is going to be black. You would see it, you will know if there's a mistake. You'd see, because this is all should be all white and then black, white, black, like that in a row. Okay, so I'll get back to you when I'm done with the 9th to start with the fringe. All right, yeah, so at the bottom here, and I'm going to pick 6 beads to make the fringe. So it means the total fringe is going to be 9 fringes. We're going to have 9 fringes here. Okay, but in each fringe would have 6 beads. So I pick 6 red beads. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like that. So if you don't know how to fringe, this is the time to learn. Okay, then you go up, you push 1 bead down, then you go up. Yeah, don't make it too strong, or just let it be a little flexible. Then we pick 6 beads again. Okay, push it down. that. And then it continues. Like 6 beads. All right, so it continues until the 9th bead with a fringe. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to see you here when I'm done. Now, before I finish with the rest of the fringe, this is the tail of a thread, which should not be cut because it's going to help you attach the stud, okay, the earring stud. So I'd have to just push it down, let it stay around here, okay, and then you can finish off with your fringe after. Yeah, so at this point I would cut the working thread, but I have tried to go through some of the beads and finally secured it, so I'm going to cut it off like that. Remember I told you I would use this thread for the the earring stud, but I think I'd have to cut it off. I would use a new one from the top here. Yeah, so I'll also cut this part off. So I'll be doing another piercing of the same kind, and then I get back to you. Okay, it's the same thing, there's nothing going to change, and then after I'll teach you how to zip both up. So the bead sticking out is there for a very good reason. It's going to help us to zip both together. Okay, so I'll get back to you when I'm done with the same project. Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah, so it's all done, and the fringes, both parts have fringes, and it's time to sew up or to zip up. Okay, so if you just joined, this is a peyote stitch project that we're trying to finish up. All right, and before I continue anything, I'd like to apologize for the sounds background because there's something going on. It's a construction area and I cannot control that. Okay, so let's continue, please. Now before you zip up, just make sure that the starting point is not at par with the other part. Okay, so look at this, watch carefully. You realize that there's one space here, okay, or we have loosed a bead. We have not really loosed a bead, but that's how the zipping up process is. Okay, well, this is how I ended up. So we haven't loosed a bead, but this is also necessary to close up or to zip up both together. And the other part too, there's a bead in front. So watch how this is done. Look at that. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Okay, yeah, so now we start with the zipping up. I go through this, the other part, and directly to the next one. So we are going to go through all the sticking out beads. Okay, once again, sorry for the sound background, guys. I can't really control that because this is a construction area, that's why. Okay, like that. So we continue. And then we move to the white ones. So if you do this well, you would see that everything is, you know, zipping up really well, and it's so seamless here. Look at that. I opened it and look. And you know, if you learn how to zip up, this can even be some kind of a pendant on your necklace. See how gorgeous? Yeah, so I'll close up and finish with the very first. And so this is the last 2 beads I'll be zipping through from here. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you want, you can decide to go through it one more time to secure it, or then you can decide to, you know, cut thread by going through some of the beads to secure the, you know, the project here, and then you continue from the other side. All right, so I'd like to go through a few beads before cutting it off, because it's very necessary. Don't just cut because you think you are done. No. Yeah, so I have been able to go through most beads here to secure the, you know, the zipping up here, and I'll finally cut this off and start with the other part. Okay, now to start with the other part, I would have to start or go through with go through the beads and come finally from here. Okay, let me do this. See, it's pulling something else. Okay, and then I come up from here. Yes, okay, like so. So I'll close this, and then we'll start. So you go through all the beads sticking out, like so. The next bead sticking out is this one. Then this one, you can do it like that. It's also very fast. So I'm supposed to do this off camera, but for the sake of beginners and those who are wondering how this is done, that's why I'm repeating the second part, because it's the same, it's very similar to just the first one I zipped. Very, very similar. Like that. Okay, so the rest will be done off camera, and it's the same thing. Okay, and when you are done, you just have to go through the beads one more time to secure the whole project. I mean, with this working thread here, don't just cut this off. Remember how I was able to start up? There's a new thread I just added to be able to zip up. Okay, yes, so you cut it off by going through some of the beads before you cut it, and then finally you are done. Okay, so the rest will be done off camera, and then I get back to you to close this space up as well. Yeah, so all is done. Cut that. Now I would have to close this part up. You can decide, if you're following this pattern, you can decide to leave this, and it's also going to work well. Okay, but I feel like since this is an earring, it's better I close this up. So this is what I do. I go through this bead down here, then I come down from this part, then I go through the opposite bead here, That's not the opposite, this is the opposite one here, like that. Then the next one, so yeah, so the zipping process is done, and the end here is also finished. So I would have to attach my stud. This is the stud. Okay, I go through the middle. It's quite unfortunate that the count here is not odd. Other than that, it would have been easier. So which means let's see, I'd have to come through. This is not really going to be in the middle, but it's okay, it's better. I'll come from here. When you count, it's up to 18. Yeah, if it were 17, I would have been somewhere in the so 17, which means I'll be on the 9th, you know, bead in the middle. But let's see. Okay, I do this, and then you leave a tail. You pick 2 beads. So we're going to go across like that. Okay, you pick 2 beads, and you pick your stud, pick another 2 beads. So the loop is going to be made up of 4 beads. You push it down like so. You're going to have something like this. All right, you turn your work, and then you go through. Yes, I'll be going through the loop 2 to 3 times, and then we continue. Yeah. So all is done, guys. I'm sorry if I didn't really go through how I added the loop, but it was the same as this one. Okay, if you have any other ways to do this, you can do it. You don't have to follow what I did. And this is the other match. Okay, so you can watch both tutorials, and they are similar. It's not really different with the way I started and ended. Okay, yes, so thank you so much for your time, and please keep the subscription coming in. I'll need your comments, and let's grow this family together. Have a nice time, and see you on my next tutorial. Bye bye.